Across fiction, some characters represent fear, others represent evolution. But when we compare the Mind Flayer from Stranger Things and Jean Grey from Marvel's X-Men, we are comparing two extreme forms of power. One is a shadowborn hive entity ruling a twisted dimension, while the other is a cosmic-level mutant who becomes a universal force. One spreads terror through infection and domination, while the other bends reality through emotion and cosmic fire. The Mind Flayer is not a typical monster. It has no bones, no fixed shape, no single form. It exists as a massive storm of conscious particles inside the Upside Down. Its intelligence spreads through a hive network, allowing it to possess humans, twist their biology, manipulate the environment, and command armies of demogorgons and other creatures. It is not one monster, it is an entire ecosystem of darkness. Jean Grey begins as a powerful telepath and telekinetic mutant, but her story truly changes when she bonds with the Phoenix Force. The Phoenix is not just cosmic energy, it is the embodiment of life, death, rebirth, and creation. When Jean becomes the Phoenix, she becomes one of Marvel's absolute strongest beings, capable of reshaping universes, absorbing stars, rewriting matter, and resurrecting herself. So when these two forces are compared, the debate is not just magic versus monster. It becomes dimension versus cosmos, shadow intelligence versus universe-level consciousness. To determine who would win, we must understand the full reach of their powers. The true extent of their powers. The Mind Flayer draws its power from scale and domination. It controls entire populations at once, links multiple minds into a single network, and creates physical monstrosities from corrupted flesh. Its intelligence is cold, perfect, emotionless, a calculating storm. Destroy one part of it, and another part keeps thinking. Even its massive Season 3 monster was only a fraction of its real size. And because it is made of living particles, it cannot be killed easily. It reforms, regroups, and returns. Jean Grey's powers operate on a far broader scale. As a mutant, her telepathy and telekinesis alone place her among the strongest X-Men. She can enter minds, manipulate thoughts, control physical structures, and battle in the astral plane. But when the Phoenix Force rises, every limit disappears. Jean becomes capable of absorbing cosmic energy, destroying celestial bodies, manipulating time, existing across multiple timelines, and rewriting reality with her emotions. The Phoenix is not limited to matter, it influences existence itself. The difference becomes clear. The Mind Flayer controls one dimension. Jean Grey can affect every dimension. But they both have weaknesses. The Mind Flayer cannot fully exist outside the Upside Down without gates. Jean Grey, on the other hand, struggles emotionally, pain makes her unstable. The question is, can the Mind Flayer's emotional manipulation weaken Jean Grey? Or would Jean's cosmic power simply overpower everything the Mind Flayer throws at her? When their powers collide. In any confrontation, the Mind Flayer's first attack would be psychological. It would try to invade Jean's mind, searching for grief and trauma, because emotional damage is its strongest weapon. Against a normal human, this tactic is unbeatable. But Jean Grey's mind is not normal. Even without the Phoenix, her telepathic defenses are far beyond anything the Mind Flayer has ever faced. And with the Phoenix active, her consciousness becomes cosmic, completely unreachable. Physically, the Mind Flayer would unleash storms of dark particles, monstrous constructs, and shadow energy. It would strike from every direction, attempting to overwhelm Jean with sheer volume. But Jean's responses would be instantaneous. Telekinesis can tear apart the monster's flesh constructs. Phoenix fire can burn through the particle storm. Reality manipulation can freeze or erase vast portions of the Upside Down's matter. Then comes emotional warfare. This is where battles get unpredictable. The Mind Flayer thrives on fear and guilt. Jean Grey carries plenty of both. But emotional destabilization does not weaken the Phoenix, it fuels it. The more Jean feels, the stronger and more explosive her power becomes. Emotional attacks would only awaken her full cosmic form faster. And once Jean ascends into full Phoenix transformation, the Mind Flayer's greatest strength, its ability to reform, does not protect it. Because the Phoenix does not need to destroy particles one by one. It can rewrite the nature of those particles entirely. The Mind Flayer manipulates a dimension. Jean Grey can rewrite that dimension. The final showdown, Cosmic Flame vs. Shadow Storm. Imagine the upside down tearing open. The Mind Flayer spreads across the sky like a colossal storm, lightning crackling through its tendrils. Monsters crawl from beneath, shadows fill the air, and the world begins to rot. Then, Jean Grey rises into the sky, the Phoenix flare igniting behind her like a burning universe. The Mind Flayer unleashes its full hive energy. Jean raises her hand. Everything stops. The storm freezes mid-air. The monsters freeze mid-strike. The particles hover as if time itself paused. A second later, Phoenix fire burns through the storm, tearing space apart like paper. The Mind Flayer reforms again, but Jean does not attack physically. She changes the rules of the upside down. The sky folds. The ground collapses. The particles lose their structure. The dimension begins to crumble. The Mind Flayer howls through 1,000 voices, but no sound reaches Jean. She has already rewritten its existence. The Mind Flayer cannot fight a force that controls life, death, and creation. Final result, who would win? After analyzing every layer of their power, one truth becomes clear. The Mind Flayer is one of the most dangerous beings in the Stranger Things universe. It controls an entire dimension, commands monsters, corrupts biology, and manipulates emotion with frightening precision. But Jean Grey, especially as the Phoenix, operates on a completely different level. The Mind Flayer can dominate a world. Jean Grey can erase that world. The Mind Flayer controls a dimension. Jean Grey controls reality itself. The Mind Flayer manipulates minds. Jean Grey rewrites minds, memories, or entire timelines. The Mind Flayer survives by reforming. Jean Grey can prevent it from ever reforming again. Final result. Jean Grey wins, absolutely, overwhelmingly, and undeniably. The Phoenix Force places her far beyond the reach of dimensional monsters. The Mind Flayer simply cannot compete with cosmic, multiversal, reality-altering power. Check out my other videos for more epic character crossovers and battles. Thanks for watching, and stay happy and healthy.